This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Devin Duvernay on return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
No score,
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now Lamar changing the play. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And Jackson going to hold on to it. Very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Jackson on first down. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Off the option. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans taking it in. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jackson now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him and was good.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Ravens 27, Commanders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. On the counter, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run the draw. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll begin by running the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On on second down, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Boys, bring it home. We got this.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
You know what it is. Take it to him. Get ready. Hold on to it. Oh, yeah. Here they come.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the begin to have hope.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They run once more with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from going up by 40. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Evans has it left side.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver no matter what the pressure. Waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's complete right side to Benjamin. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And that's caught inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater completes it to Benjamin. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
47. Commanders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Bridgewater to throw it. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Commander.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete. To the air again with Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And it's 3rd down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
A 61-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this